Court TV is in Laredo, Texas, where shooting victim Erica Torres is on the witness stand in the assault trial against her ex-husband, Billy Delgado. Delgado stands accused of shooting Torres 5 times after she met with him to pick up their daughter in June of last year. Torres managed to get away, but was involved in a 3-car accident when she tried to drive herself to the hospital. She spent months in intensive care and underwent more than 24 surgeries. Before we get you back inside the courtroom, here is Court TV anchor Julie Grant with more on the case.
You know, you never expect to get a phone call that your child has been shot.
June 1st, 2024, Texas mom Erica Torres is shot multiple times after her estranged husband asked her to meet him to pick up their daughter.
She was fortunate enough that she had not gotten off the car, and she was able to drive away before he unloaded a 9mm with 14 rounds.
Erica was shot 5 times and was involved in a 3-car accident as she fled the scene and tried to drive herself to the hospital. Her mother told local station KGNS that it was touch and go for a time as doctors worked to save Erica's life.
They do tell us that it doesn't look good and that they don't know that she'll be able to make it through the surgery.
Erica survived her injuries but spent months in intensive care. Her now ex-husband, Billy Delgado, is facing an aggravated assault charge in her shooting. Prosecutors offered Delgado a 40-year plea deal in the case, but he rejected it. If Billy Delgado is convicted, he could be sentenced to up to 99 years in prison.
Let's get you back into court now for more testimony from, again, the victim, Erica Torres. She's on direct examination by the state.
Why did you think that having Kayla there would stop Billy from fighting you?
Billy doesn't act, he likes to portray like he's this good person. Or not a good person, but like a good personality, like he has character. So he's not gonna wanna act the way he acts with me in front of Kayla, because then she can say like, well, he does act like that.
Okay. So was Kayla able to go with you?
No, she was not able to, so I asked her to stay on the line with me.
Okay. So while she's on the line with you, what did you do after that?
I was approaching Billy's house, well, his apartment complex, and as I'm approaching, I see Billy walking what was down towards my vehicle.
Okay, let me stop you there. So when you're approaching his apartment, how does Billy look?
I cannot say how he looked while he was walking, because everything happened so fast. I heard 3 bangs on my windshield as I was going, and the only thing I remember seeing is literally his hand as I turned to the side as I was passing him, and just hearing gunshot after gunshot after gunshot.
So, and if I could have the witness stand, Your Honor, to demonstrate to the jury, how do you remember seeing Billy? If you could stand up and show the jury.
Just straight out with his hand, like as if nothing, like just shooting completely. No care in the world, no facial expression. It was like, I'm gonna shoot her. And then I tried to drive away.
You can take a seat, thank you. Now, how did you come to realize that he was shooting at you?
I came to a realization that I got shot because I felt like I couldn't breathe. I kept trying to gasp for air, and as I was gasping for air, I felt like something was tying around my waist so tight. And I just, if I'm not mistaken, I had dropped my phone, and I was able to pick up my phone again. And I confirmed to I told my cousin, like I looked down to see my abdomen, and I just see red on my dress. And I'm holding my abdomen as tight as I can, and I confirmed to her that Billy did shoot me, and I told her I'm going to the hospital. And and I drive away.
Now, real quick, before you drove away, what sensation or how did your body feel at that time?
My body was in so much pain. I didn't even know where pain was radiating from, but I couldn't feel. I could just feel, again, like a rope being tied around my waist and me unable to breathe. And I know for a fact that at one point I did lose consciousness. But I was in excruciating pain. Excruciating.
Now, at that point in time before you drove off, did you know how many times you had gotten shot by the defendant?
No.
Do you know? How were you dressed that day?
I was wearing a green dress, some sandals, my hair done, makeup.
After you got shot, did you look at yourself?
Yes, I stopped the vehicle to look at my body, but not to look at my body, see where I got shot, but like to see where pain was coming from, and it was coming from my abdomen. That is where I felt like, that's where I was assuming that's where all the pain was coming from, because I was radiating pain from my back to my arms, my hands. I kept passing out. I just did not want to die.
What injuries did you observe on yourself at that point in time?
Just the one on my abdomen.
So, after you were shot, what did you do?
I stopped, saw, and I remember taking off to get to LMC hospital.
Why did you want to get to LMC hospital?
Because Billy had shot me, and I knew I needed to get to the hospital.
Were you afraid of dying?
Yes, I was terrified to die and to leave my girls. That is the one thing that I could not stop. And granted, I was on my way to go pick up Emmy, and the last thing that I heard from Emmy was, "You need to come and pick her up." And I was unable to do that. So I had just wondering what was going on with my daughter.
Where did you drive yourself that day? Did you drive yourself to LMC?
No, I crashed. I wasn't even aware that I had crashed when I woke up in the hospital.
Permission to approach the witness, Your Honor?
Yes.
If you could mark on this map, this is already states demonstrative. Where were you at the time when you picked up Emmy?
This is Smith Street.
Or when you were going to Billy's house to pick up Emmy? This is Smith Street and this is Reynolds.
Smith, and then Clark's over here.
Okay, so that's where you were right there?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you...
I drove down. I had stopped about right here, and I drove down the rest. And as exiting Smith Street, I don't remember turning or going anywhere through here.
So you have no recollection of that?
I have no recollection of it leaving Smith Street.
Okay. What's the last thing you remember after driving away that day?
When I drove away, I was in and out of consciousness, and I remember seeing somebody next to me, but I don't know if it was a woman, I don't know if it was a man. And I do recollect, I heard my cousin's voice. I don't remember seeing her.
Okay. Who else do you remember speaking with that day?
After the crash?
Yeah, yes, after the crash.
Or like once I crashed, it would be...
Do you remember speaking to anyone after you had crashed?
No, like I said, I don't know. I know somebody opened my door. I don't remember if I said anything, but I do remember that whoever did open my door, I did tell them my mom's name, my mom's info. I let them know that Billy Delgado, my husband at the time, shot me, and he lived on Smith Street. And then I told them I didn't want them to take my daughters, that for him not to take my daughters, like, that was my main concern, my daughter.
After the crash, what's the next thing you remember?
I woke up in the hospital.
Okay. When would you say you woke up in the hospital? When did you regain consciousness?
That I was aware of my surroundings and everybody around me and able to recollect the night before would probably be the last couple of weeks of July. The last week of July.
The last week of July?
Yeah.
And this incident happened when?
On June 1st?
So from June 1st to the last week of July, you had no recollection?
No. I didn't know what was happening.
Did you know how many surgeries you had undergone?
All right, we are hearing from Erica Torres, the shooting victim in this case, describing every detail about what happened. And she says it was this defendant that shot her. Stay tuned because we'll bring you more testimony from her. Plus, deliberations have begun in the Colorado trial for James Craig. Our own Kelly Craft will join us later this hour with all the latest in that trial. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.
Tonight in closing arguments, a jury decides whether or not two parents tried to kill their own daughter. We're live with the very latest as deliberations get underway.
Closing arguments with Vinny Politan tonight at 8/7 Central, only on Court TV. This week,
Join us each morning to get trial ready for the day's proceedings. Plus, deeper dives into true crime stories with our daily spotlight.
opening statements with Julie Grant. Mornings at 8/7 Central on Court TV.
He kind of like spun her around in a way because she didn't want to go with him, and he like grabbed her and put her in a headlock.
She reported fuzzy feeling like her whole life was flashing before her eyes.
Did you have any fear?
Yes.
About what?
Of dying?
Okay. Are you saying anything?
No.
That was just some of the testimony we've been listening to over the past 2 weeks in the attempted murder trial of Ihsan and Zara Ali. Their fate is now in the hands of the jury. They've been deliberating now for about 3 hours and 15 minutes. This is the case in which the prosecutors say Ihsan and Zara Ali tried to choke their 17-year-old daughter Fatima to death. It happened at a bus stop near Fatima's former high school just last October. Fatima told police she ran away from home earlier that morning because she did not want to go on an extended trip to Iraq. Originally, she told police she feared being forced into a marriage there, but the terms arranged marriage and honor killing are not being allowed to be used in this trial. We, of course, at Court TV will keep a close eye on this case and bring you the verdict live, or if there are any questions, just as soon as the jury returns. In the meantime, though, let's turn back to Texas for the shot 5 times assault trial. Defendant Billy Delgado is facing a top count of aggravated assault family violence for allegedly shooting his estranged wife, Erica Torres, more than a dozen times last June, hitting her 5 of those times. Now, Torres did survive the shooting, and now she's testifying against Delgado. She's on direct examination. She has said that, yes, it's Billy that shot her. Let's go back in.
Did you know how many surgeries you had undergone at that point in time?
None.
Did you know where you were?
I knew I was in a hospital, I just didn't know where I was at.
What hospital were you at?
I was at University Hospital in San Antonio, Texas.
And when you regained consciousness, how did you feel at that point in time?
Pain. Pain, pain, pain. I felt so much pain that I wanted to die at one point. I did ask to stop. I did not want to live anymore at one point. The pain was absolutely horrible. It was excruciating, and as much meds as they would give me, nothing would work. I wanted to die at one point. I thought it was better.
Do you remember what you were thinking or what you thought at the moment you woke up?
I wanted to know what happened to me. I wanted to know what happened to my girls. I wanted to know where they were at. I wanted to know who they were with. My main concern was my girls when I woke up. And then after that, I started to ask, what happened to Billy? Where is Billy? Is he in jail? Am I safe? Am I not safe? After that, my family really did not want to tell me the extent to everything because I was unable to see because I was trached. I was unable to look down and look at my abdomen. I wasn't allowed to move. They didn't want to tell me. They didn't know how I was going to react to all the injuries that I had or to see what was going on with my abdomen. But they had to tell me, and it was horrible.
How did you feel when you heard about all your injuries?
I was in shock, and to my disbelief, I cannot believe that I lived. And the only thing I could also think about was the quality of life that I was gonna have after the hospital, because there was no way to know what was gonna happen.
And how long did you stay in the hospital for?
I was there for 363 days. 2 days shy from 1 year.
Did you incur any medical expenses because of this?
Yes, I have medical expenses. I have traveling expenses, my daughter's expenses, my own medical expenses.
What type of issues, if any, came about after the car crash? Did you have any insurance issues?
Yes.
Like what?
My health insurance isn't the best, so some things I do have to pay out of pocket. I have a medical bill that's crazy.
Permission to approach the witness, Your Honor?
Sir.
I'm going to show you what's been previously marked as State's Exhibit 49, 50, and 51. Do you recognize these photos?
Yes.
How do you recognize them?
These were taken this past weekend, and they're my abdomen, the deformity of my abdomen, actually. After all the surgeries, yeah.
Okay. And are they a true and accurate depiction of what they portray to be?
Yes, they are, and actually that's still a stitch that sticks out.
Okay, thank you.